We are at the Momentum Science of Success Festival and we are backstage with Miss Nontokozo Madonsela. I mean, I know you and I love you. Would you mind introducing yourself to everybody else?
Well, hi guys. I'm excited to talk about the events today. I'm Group Chief Marketing Officer of Momentum Metropolitan.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Momentum, the Science of Success Festival, your experience today, what it's all about, and of course, if you could give like a nugget or two about Stephen Bartlett, our keynote speaker. Yes.
Sure. So the Science of Success Festival has been around for 5 years. Actually, this is the 5th year. And as a brand that enables success, one of the things we talk about and advocate for is getting our business to really do all we can to demystify the things that are concerning and some of the information that people don't access regularly for interpretation. So we are simplifying and we are delivering masterclasses so that individuals are empowered to take some of the lessons learned and apply in their lives. What is fantastic about this season is that we've not only created space to share some of the financial wellness index data and observations from the work we do with UNISA, we've also invited 5 or so masterclass givers who are at the top of the game to unpack several topics like how do you make money if you want to use property as a way to make extra income, or if you're employed, how do you make sure that we've got a consultant from Momentum Corporate who will talk about structuring your financial benefits in a way that is going to serve you on the long term. And often we talk about making sure that the provisions you make as an employee is provisions that will make sure that your family and your children are left in a good space when you retire or should you pass. So that conversation about employee benefits being structured optimally is an important one. Then we also know that there are entrepreneurs who are mature in being in business and are looking to raise funding and to attract investors. So we've got a masterclass on how to attract investors if you are a business that is on its growth stage. What have I not told you? And then lastly, but not least, we will unpack how to make sure that you apply financial behavioral science and guidance to grow your money instead of blowing it. There's a program we're familiar with in South Africa called I Blew It.
Yeah.
And every time I watch that program, my heart breaks. My heart breaks like literally to pieces because I just feel it's unfortunate circumstances that lead individuals to blowing 7 million in months or blowing 2 million in months and or taking your lottery winnings or your payout if you have an insurance claim and just go have a good time in days. And I think that's something we have to change, which is why this don't blow it, grow it conversation is important. And then we've got lots of product displays or engagement spaces from our product houses delivering messaging on the benefits or the features of those products. And so it's a festival. It's a beautiful day, the weather is great, there's good food as well and great people to know.
And learning, and learning. And I think one of the things you mentioned, the data from UNISA that comes out of that research is that everyone could use this whole festival to improve their financial skills. So we want to ask you, what are some financial skills in your own personal life that you want to improve?
Yeah, so on a regular basis, I mean, I've had several jobs. I've worked, over 20 plus years. I'm 45, guys, so almost 21. So there's always this feeling of like, oh, my employee benefits are so complex. And I remember even now talking to one of the guys at work in the REM space to just help me understand, like if my broker is asking me what is my cover with regards to this, or does my employer make provision for that? I'm like, do we have this? Do I have this in my benefits? So I think one of the financial skills I need to grow is that, like this comfort in terms of just understanding employee benefits, my benefits that come from my being employed, and every company has adjustments and differences, which again add complexity. So I'm glad it's a necessary masterclass. The other financial skills that I need to learn is how to, as a mother, I think it's a skill to teach your children about finances. You know, my son is writing his matric last exam today, and he was already like, Mom, I'm going to need to do this and a budget for that and da-da-da-da. And then he's at a stage of like, I just want to have a good time. I just want to go out, have a good time with my friends. And in my head, I'm like, do I allow him to make these mistakes and blow it at 18? So that when he gets to like 20, he no longer blows it, he grows it. You know, he's money. And I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, because he gets grumpy when I kind of put structures around how he should be spending his money. You know? So, and that's another skill I need to learn.
That's very interesting, and I think it also speaks to, you know, we're talking about the science of success and how not everybody's science is necessarily the same. So we want to know from you, what would you say is the one thing, if someone wants to ask you, what is your science to your personal success? What would you say?
Oh, you know, let me first say, you asked me about my reflection in terms of our speaker, the main speaker, Stephen Bartlett. I love the simplicity with which he communicates and tells his story, number one. But number two, I really enjoyed how he sees failure and what meaning he attaches to failure. For me, one of the things that have been an ingredient to achieving my success is knowing what I want. You know, I was having a talk yesterday about, you know, what I call my leadership playbook, and point number one is have clarity on what you want. And that for me as a principle in life is important. As a parent, I do tell my kids when I need to rest, or if I need more help, I tell my partner at home, I need you, my love, I need you to help me with this. If I need help, I'm able to communicate to my family and also say I need support. So, and then similarly with my employer, I'm able to express what I want. And people, I'm always say, in my experience certainly, that when you tell the people around you what you need, and you also are able, you are clear on what to say yes to and what to say no to, you'll be surprised at how your life changes. And if there's that one thing for me, it's the clarity on know what you want.
You heard it, guys. Know what you want. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
I can't wait. I need to get outside and hang out with the people. Follow the hashtag. Success is a science, because it is.